How's it going, everyone? The Packers have decided to finally make a decision on their starting quarterback in Jordan Love and have actually extended him for 1 year. They had two options, what it seemed like on paper, and they've actually gone with option 3. They could have either A, not pick up his 5th-year option and pretty much put him in a contract year and, hey, do your best and we'll pay you accordingly, or if you suck, we'll probably move on and release you. Option 2, take the 5th-year option, give them a 2-year show me what you can do trial, and, well, they'd have to pay him $20 million guaranteed next year. Or they went with option 3, which was kind of meeting in the middle. And I don't know how that feels with the Aaron Rodgers and all that contract, but the Packers and Jordan Love and his agent have decided to extend him by 1 year, so he's going to play under his contract this year. And the 5th-year option turns into the extension. So this year he gets a little bit more money up front. And then next year, instead of getting guaranteed $20 million, he is only going to get guaranteed $13.5 million. But he could earn more than 20. Depending on how he plays and all the incentives, he could earn up to $22.5 million. The exact details of the contract haven't been disclosed to the public, but as of right now, we know it's a 1-year extension worth $22.5 million with a $13.5 million guarantee. And that kind of works out for the Packers, and it could also work out for Jordan Love to where he could earn more money. It works for the Packers because it does reduce their cap hit a little bit for this year and next year, as it's probably going to spread out and alleviate some cap space for them. And it also kind of doesn't put them in a situation that they did get themselves into in trying to decide if they're going to pay this man they don't know really anything about and picking up his 5th-year option and giving him $20 million guaranteed. Gutekunst said that's a lot of money to pay for someone that hasn't really played. So they've kind of met in the middle, and the Packers are going to give him 2 years. It looks like they're going to pretty much give him 2 years to figure out if he's going to be the guy. And Jordan Love's kind of pretty much betting on himself. He didn't have to take this contract. And I think it's a bigger risk on Jordan Love to take this contract, but he met with the Packers and met in the middle because he could have just said, hey, pick up my 5th-year option and I'll take $20 million guaranteed, or don't, and I'll if he balls out, well, that's a whole new scenario. But nice to see him meeting in the middle of the Packers. And also by doing this allows the Packers to have all their franchise tags available. So in the event that they didn't pretty much pick up his 5th-year option and he balled out, they could have franchise tagged him, but that's 1 year earlier than they probably could have or needed to. So with this 2-year option, if he does ball out in 2023 and 2024, they could franchise tag him and it'll still be at the lowest franchise tag price, which is probably going to be around $30-ish million, while trying to figure out a long-term deal if the situation gets to that. So this deal works more in the Packers, and Jordan Love's pretty much betting on himself. Also, in other Packer news, the Packers did restructure Darnell Savage's contract. This is actually the contract restructure that allowed them to do the Jordan Love contract. So with the restructure of Darnell Savage's contract, they reduced his base salary to $1.08 million in 2023 and converted that into a signing bonus, while also adding 4 void years to pretty much help break up the salary cap hit. And it has allowed them to reduce their cap hit for 2023, and that's what also allowed them to offer what they did to Jordan Love. And his cap hit is now roughly $2.4 million this year. So with this, Darnell Savage gets 1 more year at a lower cap hit, especially since they picked up his 5th-year option 2 years ago, and then his play pretty much declined rapidly. But this gives him 1 more year to potentially prove it if he's still with the Packers and they don't decide to trade him, and then he'll probably be our starting safety. And this also might create some cap room to sign all of our draft picks and potentially re-sign Adrian Amos, depending on what his contract could be, because the door is still open for Adrian Amos. And also, based off a bunch of other people, it kind of also leaves a potential re-signing of Mason Crosby, as the Packers did give away his number, or Adrian Amos's, or big dog Mercedes Lewis. So in theory, because they didn't give away their number, the door's still open for them. But Adrian Amos is probably the one player that has a good chance of staying with the Packers or re-signing at a very, hopefully, team-friendly deal. It would have to be because we have pretty much zero cap space. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.